How did you meet Willy DeVille?
I met Willy, I was recommended by Willy's old sax player, Louis Cordelesi, who was in the original Mink DeVille, and when Willy came out with the Messiato Corazon, he needed a percussionist, and Louis Cordelesi recommended me, so I auditioned and got the job, so that's how it happened.
And what you... Yeah. I'm sorry. What did you do before Willy DeVille?
Just as a working musician in New York, I did a lot of different gigs. Before I met Willy, I played with Eartha Kitt for a couple of years, but I worked with a lot of different bands. And I worked with Louis in a lot of different capacities. So there was a whole bunch of musicians who would meet and then work in different bands, work in the same bands. And that's how it happened, you know.
Is there a big difference between playing in New Orleans or New York?
Major difference.
What's the difference?
The difference is in New York, I'm just like a regular working guy, but when I come here, especially to Holland, I feel special. Like what I'm doing is appreciated. So this is a very great opportunity. Very lucky to be here because there's so many good musicians in New York. So I was happy to hook up with this because in New York, very difficult because there's so many good musicians. So the difference is in New York, I'm just like another guy, but here I'm talking to you and here's this camera. This is great. I hope my mother sees this. Hope my father sees it because they still think I'm out of my mind for what I do. But when I'm here, very lucky.
You know, Willy, he's a big legend here in Holland.
I know. I came here in 1984, first time in Amsterdam at the Paradiso, and I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. Because I heard about Willy in New York, everybody knows about him, but I had no idea what was happening over here with him. And then when we played the Paradiso the first night, I said, wow, there's something going on here, you know. Happy to be on that stage, doing my thing, you know.
He's a legend here like Jimi Hendrix or those people.
Why is that? Could you tell me why?
Because he's one of the great rock and roll artists.
I agree. When Louis told me he was playing with him, he said, Boris, this guy is a real artist, and he showed me pictures, and I'd never seen anybody who looked like this. Then when I went to the audition, I never met anybody who looked like this. I didn't think it was possible. But there he was, you know, and the music he was doing was great. It was so perfect for what I like to do. It just worked out really well, you know. And that's my story.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, man. Had a great time tonight. Okay.